Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neil Williams, and welcome to our program. Turkey hunting time, opening weekend in East Georgia during this last season. First couple of days, Travis is hunting. I'm there also, but we'll deal with that later on in the year. Now, it's important in the lesson to be learned or shared today that Travis and I have hunted this property many, many times, deer hunted, turkey hunting, and we understand the lay of the land, and that's the listening point for today's program. I'm fortunate to read a lot about turkey hunting, go with some really fabulous turkey hunters, and those lessons I've learned in reading and watching and so on. And from time to time during today's program, I'll jump right back in here and we'll visit for a second or two and we'll expound on the lesson and have it demonstrated for you, because I am very fortunate. I get to hunt with a lot of great turkey hunters, and we'll talk about all that today and Travis's hunt too on O'Neil Outside.
O'Neil Outside is presented by CVA. It's just a better gun.
It's first week of turkey season in Georgia. We just got down here to the same place we hunted last year. The little clearing that we shot one with a bow is just this way. And this place holds birds real good, you know, year after year after year. So what we're doing right now, we're up on top of the hill. We can hear a long ways. I got the Woodland Whisper, basically a hearing aid in right now. I'm just trying to hear a bird. We're gonna do, we decided we didn't want to come down and put a blind up. We're gonna do some run and gun hunting this morning. So as soon as we hear a bird, we're gonna go in and get him, and we're gonna try to make a jelly head out of one of them. But we got about 10 or 15 minutes before they gobble, or about 10 minutes maybe. Should be gobbling any time now. Probably try to do some hoot owl stuff here in a few minutes. Get away from the truck. We've been making some racket, so. It's about 28 degrees right now. Going that way. Early season bird in Georgia acting just like a dead black Georgia bird. They ain't supposed to act like that. I'll pick up and go around. See if we can make him gobble again, get in front of him.
Travis saw birds this morning. He had them calling. They all went in a different direction. They were henned up. But this afternoon, he's going to go right over the top of that hill and try for them again. He's going to have to be quiet, so it gives me the opportunity to tell you right now and show you the gun he uses. This is his CVA Apex. He's put a shotgun barrel on it. You can do that too. Full turkey choke, Conus red dot scope, and he's all set up. All he did was change the barrel. Stick with Travis this afternoon. Let's see what he does.
O'Neill Outside, brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Bill Jordan's Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. Loyal pet food for a lifetime. And XGO, the first layer of defense.
CVA's newest Acura V2, already guaranteed to outshoot any other muzzleloader on the planet. And now with a nitride-treated barrel that's guaranteed against rust, inside and out. CVA, it's just a better gun.
Are you ready to go grab life by the gills? Maybe take a road trip to a place with no roads. Would you like to make an investment you know will pay off? Then you belong at Bass Pro Shops, where great gear, great prices, and the great outdoors all meet up. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
I feed year-round for this one day. My payoff? The stuff of legends. Record Rack.
I mean, when I see the new extra patterns, it really does give me a tremendous amount of pride, because I was literally a kid when I started working at Realtree. Every year it's evolved, and it's because the people at Realtree are committed to really being hidden and being undetected. I mean, it is a mirror image of those natural colors that you see in the woods and those lifelike images. And I don't know where it's gonna go from here, but I do know this will work for me. And if I was stranded on an island, I know I'll be hidden and I'll be fat and happy if I got this pattern on.
Guys, before your next hunt, 3 letters I want you to remember. XGO. Why? Because temperatures can swing wildly during the day. So pick the XGO base layer that fits your conditions. And if you sweat, it dries quickly and has AG47 silver, so it won't stink. XGO is used by our military in some of the coldest places on earth. It will work for you. Get yours at proxgo.com. Outdoors.
CVA's newest Acura MR mountain rifle, already guaranteed to be the most accurate muzzleloader you've ever shot. And now with a nitride-treated barrel that's guaranteed against rust, inside and out. CVA, it's just a better gun.
For Trav's afternoon hunt, he picked a spot back in the woods near an open food plot. Experience told him it's a good strutting area. Birds usually travel through here as they head for the roost. Notice too, he's back from the edge of the field, in the trees. That's a good tip. I was at an NWTF banquet the other night. A guy came up to me, sincere fella, and he thought I could answer the following question. What's the biggest mistake that most turkey hunters make that keep them from getting a bird? That's a whole long list of answers, but the easiest one to tell you about, and sometimes the most difficult to accept, is the following. You call too much. Now think about that for a second. You got to remember what's going on. The gobbler calls, he gobbles, the hen answers, and she flies over or runs over to where he is. He flies down and the mating process begins. Well, you're sitting off here in the woods, and you call and he answers. And you call and he answers. He knows where you are. Now patience kicks in. Try it the next time you go out and you've got a bird. Call 3 times. Sit the call aside and then be still. See how that turns out for you. I think you'll be surprised. Later, 5 jakes came charging in from the far side of the field. Travis was hoping a tom might follow them in, but it didn't happen. Jake's hung around for about a half hour and slowly filtered away. But Travis felt good about the spot. There were definitely some birds around, and they had not been spooked, and that's important. No doubt, every time you go deer hunting, when you change locations, change altitude, change weather, travel, you'll sight in your rifle. Do you ever pattern your shotgun? You really should. I think sometimes you'll be surprised at how far off the shotgun pattern will take you. So there's 2 tips. Be sure and pattern your shotgun. And number 2, how is it that you aim? What's the target? So many people I understand and I listen to, and they put the face or the side of the head of the turkey on the red dot. No, the red dot is where the neck joins the body. Because if you aim at his face, then half of the shot is going to go over his head. You missed by half. Make it here and pattern your shotgun. Shot placement is important in turkey hunting. And that's your CONUS tip of the week.
Had to wear the suit again.
This is my closer suit. I closed our house in this suit. I closed the Kaufman deal in this suit. I closed the first date with you in this suit, and we both know how that turned out. Trust me, we need the suit.
How do you feel about this?
This looks great.
Great. Just need a signature.
Deals so big on Toyotas, they're hard to believe. Get 0% APR on a new 2014 Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Georgia Power, official energy partner of you. Cass Creek, you can't get more real than Cass Creek. And the Georgia Department of Economic Development. Visit exploregeorgia.org and discover the unexpected.
Well, here's O'Neill again, popping up to bring you up to speed if I can. The first couple of days of the opening weekend of the turkey season, the turkeys fly down, gobble, 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 and they go in the opposite direction. Has it ever happened to you? It happens to me all the time. When they shut up, what do? Can you pattern turkeys like you can deer? Well, if you understand the lay of the land and the habits of the turkeys, where do they go to feed? Where do they go to water? Is there a strut zone somewhere that you've seen them before? Deer hunting plays into that when you spend time on the property and understand the lay of the land. That's very, very important. A lot of the things you read about turkey hunting, that comes into play so very often. Understanding the lay of the land. The turkeys had been seen in this part of the property before many times, so without gobbling, you can't put a stalk on them, but you can return to the areas where you've seen them before.
I had a blind set up in the bottom. We set for a few hours this afternoon, but it's kind of getting in the evening. I know sometimes these birds like to come out in this food plot. We're just trying to kill time and see what we can do to get birds, so I'm gonna go sit right in the edge of this road up here. They roost all back in here, so I think if I sit on this road, maybe I can catch one coming by. Maybe they come by to get a last bite before they go up to roost tonight.
Trav got into the spot early so we wouldn't spook any birds. And while he's waiting, let's entertain another tip. You're running into the woods, you hear a bird, and you sit down and set up. Ooh, boy, everything's working perfectly. Let me just add a little tweak to that right there, okay? If you can, set up with the rising sun behind you or the setting sun behind you. If you have a quick choice, make sure the sunset or the sunrise is behind you. It'll cover your movements and it'll put you in the shadows. First, a couple of hens appeared at the edge of the field, and that was a good sign. They didn't hang around long. That's okay. Travis heard a couple of gobbles back over in the hardwoods. After all that waiting, sometimes the action is really fast. I'm ready.
Good night, man. She got two with one shot. They fell down in the hole. I got one. Look at that right there. Man, we have been hunting hard for the past 2 days. Hunting hard for the past 2 days hunting fields. Let's check them out here. Oh yeah. Good beards on both of them. Good beards on two good 3-year-old birds. Man, look at the spur. Good night. Look at the spurs on that one. Full fans. Check it out. Look, 2 full fans for the wall. That's gonna be good. I'm probably talking O'Neill into cooking it on the egg. And like I said, you know, Roscoe taught me that patience kills turkeys, and yeah, miss him every time I get to go turkey hunting. So Roscoe, that's for you, buddy. Get these things to the truck.
Do you use decoys for your turkey hunts? Maybe you should give it a try. And here's what you should do. Over time, this will get the best result from using a decoy. Use a hen and a full strutted tom. Wait a second now. If another turkey sees that one, he might not come. You see, if you use a hen alone, when your gobbler that you're talking to sees the hen, he will stop and he'll try to get that hen to come to him. That's not what you want. You want your tom to come into the decoy. So if you have a full strutting decoy there, he will come in for the challenge. Does it always work? Heavens no, what does? But if you're using decoys, that might be your first strategy.
For over 30 years, I've been blessed to call the great outdoors my office. And you know, I've seen tons of products come and go, but only a handful have impacted the way I hunt, like my Thermacell mosquito repellent. Thermacell creates a 15 by 15 foot zone of protection from mosquitoes, black flies, and other flying insects. But most importantly, Thermacell doesn't spook my game. Now I can concentrate on the hunt and not the bugs. Thermacell is a game changer that's revolutionized the way I hunt.
For precision shooting, O'Neill relies on conoscopes. The Conus Pro 550 long range and the 275 black powder scopes have a ballistic reticle and are calibrated with the most popular centerfire and black powder loads. Plus, lateral points compensate for crosswinds. Conus Pro scopes are famous for the durable engraved reticle system and the Conus lifetime replacement warranty. Conus Pro 550s and 275s. Shoot like a pro. Conus, what's your game?
This is the Aerolite, our newest premium power belt bullet. Designed for maximum performance at moderate velocities, they're perfect for standard loads at any distance or magnum loads at long distance. The 250 grain power belt Aerolite, just one of over 40 different power belts. To find out which one's best for your gun, game, load, and distance, go to powerbeltbullets.com. Power Belt, America's #1 muzzleloading bullet.
Hey neighbor, heard you took another Big 10 point on your place.
Yep, got him coming to my upper food plot.
Dang, we both plant fields, but you've got the deer. What's your secret?
I plant Whitetail Institute products. Couldn't say.
The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results.
O'Neill here to tell you about the Grill Grate. It's a new cooking surface for all grills, and you need one. Grill Grate panels sit on top of your grill. The bottom prevents charring flare-ups, while the valleys keep your juices sizzling and it never rusts. Grill Grate's perfect for fish, hamburgers, and steak. Nothing sticks. The Grate tool is amazing. 4 years in a row, the World Championship Steak Cook-Off was won using Grill Grates. Take it from O'Neill, the Grill Grate really works.
There's more O'Neill Outside coming up. But first, let's thank our sponsors. Conus Scopes and Spotting Scopes. What's your game? Grill Grate. Better grilling by design. The Food Saver Game Saver Vacuum Sealing System. The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results. And Thermacell. Take back the outdoors. Now, let's join O'Neill for this week's outdoor cooking recipe.
Have you ever gone into a restaurant and been able to enjoy a bowl of gumbo and thought, what in the world is in that mess? I'm going to help you out today. 350 degrees on the Big Green Egg, a Dutch oven with chicken broth and olive oil and flour. Okay, there we go, there's our start. Let's see if I can get through this. Carrots, celery. I know you're not going to remember it, but it's a test. I have a staff that says I can't do this. Okra, garlic, onions, bay leaves. Doesn't sound very good so far, does it? Basil, that's the one I wasn't going to be able to remember. I'm headed that way. Okay, corn, green bell peppers, jalapeno, thyme, garlic, cumin. That was cumin. Worcestershire, hot sauce, lots of it, and diced tomatoes, and then wild turkey and kielbasa. And just before it's done, about 5 minutes before it's done, I'll add shrimp, and it becomes sausage, wild turkey, and shrimp gumbo, and now you know it's on the egg at 350 degrees. 5 minutes before being done, I added some shrimp. It really topped it off. And now you know what's in gumbo. Get the recipe by going to o'neilloutside.com, biggreenegg.com, outdoors. Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. One of the tactics you might keep in mind to employ the next time you're in the woods and the turkeys are scattered out all over, and that's the run and gun tactic. But I gotta tell you, you really and truly have to be really sharp, okay? Now, such as, do this first. Turkeys have moved away, he's not headed your way. Instead of running away, which you might do next, turn and call in the other direction. That might get him headed your way. circle and get ahead of the birds. If you can hear him gobbling away from you, don't chase him. That'll never work. That's why you have to be a woodsman to be a turkey hunter. You got to know the lay of the land. And if you know the lay of the land, you can usually circle around, and when you get in front, call once, and then sit still. Run and gun. Time for the CVA guest book this week from Travis Warren in Mosham, Tennessee. And he asks, what's the best way to hunt public land, say a WMA? Well, here's the trick to that. Before the season begins, go there and learn the lay of the land. Where is the water? Where's the creek? Where's the swamp? Where's the roosting area? Where is the oak stand? Where are the pine trees? If you know those things, whether you're deer hunting or turkey hunting, it will serve you well. Do it before the season begins. But this then too, turkey hunting, deer hunting, go after the season has begun. Most people hunt close to the roads, close to the cabin, close to the tent, close to the truck, and they don't hunt beyond the first couple of weekends. You will, and because you know the lay of the land, it'll turn out well for you. If you'd like to win a CVA Wolf model muzzleloader, go to o'neilloutside.com. If we use your comment on the air at the CVA guest book, we will send you a CVA Wolf muzzleloader, and we wish you luck. What do you think about that? Opening weekend, a double with one shot. That's what that means, a double. 58 yards with an Apex CVA and the turkey barrel. It surely did work. 58 yards, quite a shot. Well, was that a risky shot to take? Not really, because Travis had practiced that distance with this barrel in this shell. So it worked for him. How so? Well, it wasn't a traditional fly down and call in. It was because you understood the lay of the land, the feeding habits, the route, and where the roost was, and it worked out just fine, and that's a lesson in today's program.